and gentlemen, once again today we will speak about a campaign against chori. No, not some notional vote chori, but actual criminal fraud. This campaign is to sanitize the governance in India, and it is not based on dubious data and testimonies. This is an intensive revision of laws aimed at cleaning out taint from our politics. Union Home Minister Amit Shah today introduced 3 bills in Lok Sabha. Bills that facilitate automatic removal of the Prime Minister, Chief Ministers and Ministers if arrested on serious criminal charges, if they were to remain in jail for 30 consecutive days. Here's why these laws are needed: to ensure impartial investigations, shield probe agencies from undue pressure, protect witnesses from influence and prevent evidence tampering. Anyone who stands for probity would support these provisions. However, the opposition is outraged. So much so that some in the opposition ranks tore copies of the bill and threw the bits of paper at Union Home Minister Amit Shah while he was speaking. Congress MP K.C. Venugopal made a rather desperate bid for moral high ground by trying to corner Amit Shah by raking up his Gujarat arrest. But what Venugopal thought was checkmate ended up being a self-goal. Here is how Amit Shah put Venugopal on the map.
BJP people are telling this bill is to bring morality in politics. Can I ask a question to the Honorable Home Minister? When he was the Home Minister of Gujarat, he had been arrested, sir. Whether he took the morality of that point of time?
अरेस्ट होने के पहले मैंने नैतिकता के मूल्यों का हवाला देकर इस्तीफा भी दिया, और जब तक मैं कोर्ट से निर्देश नहीं हुआ, कोई संविधान पद मैंने स्वीकार नहीं किया। हम ऐसे निर्लज्ज नहीं हो सकते कि हम पर आरोप लगे और हम संवैधानिक पद पर रहें।
Who are these leaders that Home Minister Amit Shah referred to as shameless? Remember Aam Aadmi Party leader and former Chief Minister of Delhi Arvind Kejriwal, who despite being put behind bars for his alleged role in the liquor policy scam, refused to vacate his position as Delhi Chief Minister for 180 days. Or Senthil Balaji, Talents Minister, who resigned only after the Supreme Court threatened to cancel his bail. The opposition, however, says that the new laws are nothing but draconian provisions to destabilize democratically elected non-BJP governments, and that the centre will use probe agencies as tools for political vendetta.
We are going back to medieval times when the king could just remove anybody at will. There's no concept of what an elected person is. He doesn't like your face, so he tells ED, put a case, and then democratically elected person is wiped out within 30 days.
Tomorrow you can put any kind of case on a chief minister and put him in jail for have him arrested for 30 days without even him being convicted, and then he ceases to be chief minister. So I think that it's absolutely wrong. It's anti our constitution, it's against our constitution, it's undemocratic.
जब तानाशाह लोग घबराते हैं लोकतंत्र में, दुनिया के तानाशाहों को पता कर लो आप, उन्होंने अपनी कुर्सी, अपना रुतबा बचाने के लिए इस तरह के फैसले लिए.
This government is hell-bent on creating a police state. This will be a death knell and leash on elected government, sir. Indian constitution is being amended to turn this country into a police state.
मैं आगाह करता हूं चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी को, नीतीश जी को, संभल के रहिए, और कुछ इनके स्वयं की पार्टी में भी शायद उनको भी निपटाने की ये योजना है.
Now, Arvind Kejriwal and Senthil Balaji are not the only ones who find themselves on the wrong side of these laws. There are several leaders, even in the NDA ranks, like Ajit Pawar and Shubhendu Adhikari, names that the opposition never gets tired of talking about. Well, everyone is within the ambit of this law. In fact, even the Prime Minister has not been excluded. Can these bills still be dubbed as discriminatory when even the Prime Minister is covered under them?
चीज समझिए, नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार आने के बाद इन 11 सालों में ट्रांसफॉर्म भी हुआ है, रिफॉर्म भी हुआ है और परफॉर्म भी सरकार ने किया है। अभी अमित शाह जी जो बिल ला रहे हैं वो निश्चित तौर से सार्वजनिक जीवन में शुद्धता और शुचिता को सशक्त करेगा।
On the face of it, it seems reasonable that anyone who does anything wrong should be liable to punishment and should not be holding a high constitutional office or a political office. I think that makes sense.
These days, whatever makes sense to the BJP makes sense to Shashi Tharoor, but doesn't make sense to the Congress party. Dal mein kuch kala hai kya? I don't know. But like Shashi Tharoor, for any reasonable person, the anti-graft laws make sense. The ones squirming are those with a guilty conscience. Why could Home Minister Amit Shah bring the bills? Because he could proclaim the moral high ground of having resigned immediately after allegations against him surfaced in 2010. Because leaders in his party like L.K. Advani set a precedence by quitting at the slightest hint of doubts being raised on their integrity. On the other hand, there is the Congress party. Remember how in 2013 the UPA government brought in the ordinance that would shield convicted MPs like Lalu Prasad Yadav, or how in Indira Gandhi's regime brought the 39th Amendment during emergency to insulate her own election from review by stripping the Supreme Court of authority over the case itself. Prime ministers are outside even the Supreme Court's authority at that time. And today that Congress is taking the moral high ground. No wonder then that the Congress party today thinks that throwing papers at the country's home minister is a sign of democracy.
We also saw that some of the members also tore up the bill and threw it into the air when HM was speaking.
Well, that is because to show that democracy is alive. That is the spirit. People will fight. We've done this. We fought for our freedom and got it. We fought for our constitution and got it. And we will fight to conserve and preserve.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. New laws meant to target tainted. Why is the opposition outraged? That's the question and that's the debate. Coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the BJP, Tushar Gupta, political analyst. Also joining me in the studio, Satya Prakash Mishra, leader of the JDU, advocate Nikhil Jain, Congress supporter, Salim Dharnidharan, national spokesperson of the DMK, Priyanka Bharti ji, national spokesperson of the RJD, with me in the studio. But my first question goes to Priyanka Kakkar, Chief National Spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. And Priyanka Kakkar, tonight I want to ask you, why is the Aam Aadmi Party not celebrating this bill? Yours is the party that stood on the ground on your entire movement against corruption. You wanted the Jan Lokpal bill. You wanted corruption to be targeted. Today, this is the mother of all bills. This bill actually tackles corruption of those who are in power. I still remember Arvind Kejriwal in the IAC days, India Against Corruption, in the Ram Leela Maidan right here in Delhi, saying that if there are any charges, no questions should be asked and people should just step down, even without arrest. Today, this bill talks about 30 days of consecutive arrest where the courts also will be watching the case. Even then you have a problem and you stand against this bill. Why, Priyanka Kakkar?
Navika ji, we are against corruption. We will always be against corruption. You will see that despite a vindictive government in the center and deep vendetta against the Aam Aadmi Party and its leader, not an iota of evidence has been found to date, and CBI is filing closure report one after the other in the courts and saying that nothing has been found. They hounded us, they ruined our, they damaged our reputation, and yet there is nothing now. Who will return those 3 years of say Satyendra Jain ji or 6 months of say Arvind Kejriwal ji, when the courts have repeatedly said that the ED and CBI have been working like crooks. Now what I'm saying is that this bill also does not tackle corruption. It allows you to take the shapath again on the 32nd day. How is that tackling corruption? For 15 days, Gaurav Bhatia ji sitting here, he will agree with me that 15 days the police remand is granted. Now after that the CBI, ED can very well say, oh, we found this phone call, we found that phone call, and uske baad 15 din aur ghasitna is no big deal. It's no big deal at all. This is a bill to only topple the opposition parties and perhaps to keep in line the BJP CMs who are probably going out of line now because they can see the downfall of Modi ji. Possibly it is for that too, I don't know. But having said that, if the idea is to tackle corruption, Gaurav Bhatia ji should answer that 26 of the 26 people who moved from other parties to the BJP, how were PMLA charges dropped against those 23 people? How were the charges lightened in those cases? How was the PMLA case converted to a tax evasion notice when a mantri from another party joined BJP? So all of this is for BJP to answer.
Gaurav Bhatia ji. Gaurav Bhatia, please respond. The charge against you and the BJP is that this is only to fix the opposition leaders, their governments in various states, so that the BJP can remain dictators and the ruling party of India forever. That's the charge. Respond, please.
Navika, I will definitely respond to what Priyanka ji said. But before that, let me open the debate with a larger point that needs to be made. Narendra Modi ji was elected the Prime Minister of the country by the people of the country. For what reason? He said, "Na khaunga, na khane dunga." I will eradicate corruption. I will eradicate criminals. And today, there is a very important doctrine that has to be kept in mind, and that doctrine is constitutional morality. When the framers of the constitution were giving to the citizenry of the country this constitution, which starts with the words, "We the people," they never thought that an elected chief minister or a minister would be so shameless, not even to resign when he is behind bars. And Arvind Kejriwal is the one who first became a jail CM, then a conditional bail CM, a chief minister who was ordered by the Supreme Court not even to sign the files as the Chief Minister of Delhi then. Second, let us remember, I will tell you that this very question was brought in by a petitioner before the Delhi High Court when Satyendra Jain was arrested. And what did the Delhi High Court say? The Delhi High Court said, the Council of Ministers has a collective responsibility to sustain and uphold the integrity of the Constitution, and it is for the Chief Minister to act in the best interest of the state. Good governance is only in the hands of good people, and left it to the discretion of the then Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal because there was no law. Third, very importantly, let us remember how Amit Shah ji was hounded by the then government of UPA. He resigned even when only a summons was issued to him and never took up the constitutional position after that till his name was cleared and he was discharged, setting a very high precedence. Same is the case with Lal Krishna Advani ji. Same is the case with also Madan Lal Khurana ji. So that takes me to the next question. The next question is, what happens to Rahul Gandhi who pretended? He tore the ordinance, Navika, saying this ordinance is nonsense when Manmohan Singh ji and his cabinet had passed the ordinance. Today, when we are trying to clean the system, all political parties should come together, but they are not coming together. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Priyanka Kakkar, they raised the question that this law, when enacted, would be used against the rivals. I asked them, in law, just the fear or the apprehension that a validly passed law will be abused, can that be a ground for not legislating, or can it be struck down? The answer is no. The Supreme Court has held. And let me also tell Priyanka Kakkar ji that there were double standards when it comes to Arvind Kejriwal. One, I have his tweet his tweet of 2013 May, he says, should people just resign for corruption or should they be sent to jail for corruption? And he said that when charges are made, one, a leader should resign and he should only enter any office when his name is cleared. What has changed now? If there is a law, it would be passed and it would be actually implemented without any prejudice or without any discrimination. And if there is any misuse, the courts of the country will decide whether there is any misuse or not. But why oppose it? Why try to govern from the jail? What if there is a calamity? There is war, there is floods, an immediate decision has to be taken. Can a chief minister or the prime minister take a decision when he is behind bars? How can that be done?
Well,
have they answered that question?
Priyanka Kakkar, counter.
Yeah, I want to just ask Gauravji, he said let the courts decide. The courts recently decided in favor of Satyendra Jain and accepted the CBI report, closure report. So what is Gauravji's proposal to return the 3 years that he spent in jail and the loss of reputation and the suffering to his family? The courts decided in our favor.
Okay.
And they said that BJP and ED
So,
and CBI is working as crooks.
I will answer.
So what is...
I will answer that. Let me answer.
Also answer 15 days
First
तो पुलिस रिमांड मिली जाती है तो पता ही होगा आपको वो जवाब रह गया आपका
Can I?
Yes, Gaurav Bhatia.
अगर आप शांति बनाए रखेंगी तो सारे जवाब मिलेंगे. Yes, you don't have to take my name. I know my name. Your name is.
वो रह गया था इसलिए रिपीट
Let me
किया.
answer your question, please. One. कोई रिपीट मैं भी बहुत से सवाल पूछ सकता हूँ. अरविंद केजरीवाल वाला चलिए उत्तर दीजिए कि पहले जैसे ही एप्रीहेंशन हो
मैं जवाब दे दूंगी आपको
तो रिजाइन करो.
मैं भी पूछूंगी नकली डिग्री के बारे में.
सोनिया गांधी राहुल गांधी करप्ट है, उनको जेल में होना चाहिए. उनके साथ हाथ मिला गया. उत्तर दीजिए. चलिए आप पहले दीजिए. जब बदतमीजी करेंगी तो पहले आप उत्तर दीजिए, फिर मैं देता हूँ.
रेटोरिक शुरू हो गया. 3 साल जो आपने गवाए हमारे नेताओं के लिए
fact check alert here. Priyanka Kakkar ji, on the fact check on the 3 saal that you are talking about for Satyendra Jain, yes, the PWD case against him, CBI has filed a closure report. There are 2 other cases. One is the PMLA case and one is the DA case, which is still on. So it is not a total clean sheet. There are still some case left in the court. So let's not.
Are you assuring Nyay after all are closed?
Answer it.
Navika ji, do you promise that you will assure Nyay after all the cases are closed against us?
Who am I, Priyanka Kakkar ji? I'm just putting facts on the table. न्याय तो courts ही करेंगे और मुझे लगता है as lawyers, you will have faith in the courts of India.
Amit Shah ji was sent jail. He came out
Gaurav Bhatia.
free.
Of course we do. And the courts are only telling us that BJP, ED, CBI is a crook.
If Priyanka Kakkar decides to be quiet, she'll get some answers.
Okay. Priyanka is waiting for your answer. Respond, please.
Do you accept evidence?
1 minute.
Yes. Now, legally speaking, let me tell Priyanka Kakkar, she needs to read the law better. Arvind Kejriwal as well as Satyendra Jain moved the court. They wanted the charges to be quashed. And it is correct that no court interfered. The charges were not quashed against these 2 leaders. There are still cases pending against Satyendra Jain as well and Arvind Kejriwal also. Third, if she says that these charges are there and he lost 3 years, शांत हो जाइए. फिर बीच में बोल रही. शांत हो जाइए. अरविंद केजरीवाल कब माफी मांगेंगे?
तो माफी मांगो, बाकी भी देखते क्लोज हो जाएंगे.
उन्होंने कहा था आफ्टर बीच में नहीं. प्लीज बीच में नहीं बोलिए. Doesn't look nice. You are a lawyer. I have never seen a lawyer arguing like this, neither in court nor in a debate. You want my time, you can have it, but speak when your turn comes. You will be able to make your arguments more coherently.
Okay.
Listen to me now. Navika, what I'm going to read is an order Supreme Court granting interim bail to...
Go on, Gaurav Bhatia. Go on, Gaurav Bhatia. I'm lowering... 1 minute.
Thank you.
Stalling because he doesn't have answers. He's been at it for over 2 minutes. He doesn't have a single answer.
Okay,
He's stalling the entire panel because of that.
let the audience decide that. Who has the answers, who doesn't have the answers.
Face the audience, answer the questions that have been put to you.
Now let me tell you one thing. I am reading a line from the Supreme Court order when Arvind Kejriwal was granted interim bail. And this is the condition that the Supreme Court had imposed. He shall not visit the office of the Chief Minister and the Delhi Secretariat. Then another condition was he will not make any comment with regard to his role in the present case. He will not interact with any of the witnesses. Now I ask myself, is this honorable? Is this constitutional morality that we have been talking about? No. He was shameless and he said, if the people of Delhi believe that he is honest, then they will vote for him. The people of Delhi did not vote for him, Navika, and there is a reason, because everyone knows he is corrupt number one, just like the Nakli Gandhi Parivar, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, who are out on bail on corruption charges. And this is the kind of criminality that we have to eradicate.
Mr. Bhatia, have they ever been convicted? Well, what is your ED doing? What is your CBI?
Then I can, then the same question. 1 minute. Nikhil Jain, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking, if you're talking about conviction, then was Amit Shah ever convicted? But
no,
he was put in jail, no?
He was arrested by an agency.
He was arrested.
He was arrested by an agency.
So, and he resigned. 1 minute.
And by the way,
one at a time. One at a time. Priyanka ji, I will come to you separately. Your name is not Nikhil Jain. I'm coming to Nikhil Jain first. Nikhil Jain, the same happened in the past. All that is being done, the courts are looking at all of these matters. All that is being done is, in future, the case of repeating ministers, chief ministers, running offices from the jails should stop. Now that, to my mind, is a decent objective to have in terms of perception of the common man who believes that the law is the same whether it is me or it is a neta, number one. Number two, please tell me what has changed between 2013 when Mr. Rahul Gandhi stood against corruption and tore up the ordinance of protection of tainted leaders, and today when he's standing with tainted leaders and tearing up the bill which goes against tainted leaders. What has changed? Is it a change of heart or is this a complete change of politics?
I'll tell you, Navika, what has changed. In 2013, the ordinance that was brought in, that was for people who had been convicted by a court of law, for whom a due process of law had been followed. So far as I remember, we still live in a country with the rule of law. We still agree with the cardinal principle that nobody is guilty until proven so in a court of law. The Congress ordinance of 2013 talked about people who had been proven guilty in a court of law. What this ordinance is the moment my agency is going to accuse you of anything, the moment I'm going to arrest you, within 1 month you are off the CM chair, PM chair, minister chair, whatever it is. Now look at the practice. First of all, let me make a legal point. Mr. Bhatia would appreciate it. What is happening in this bill is a complete violation of the principle of double jeopardy. You cannot punish a person twice for the same offense. If a person has indeed engaged in corruption, they would be put behind bars by the court after a conviction, but the punishment doesn't envision for them to be removed from the chair of the CM or the minister while the case is going on. So it falls flat legally on that ground. But let me put it, practically, something that I think most of your viewers
you support
Why
that.
would I support this nonsense?
सवाल तो सुन लो मेरे भाई. You support that governments, in case there is a chief minister or a minister in a cabinet or in a state cabinet, they should run their portfolios, their governments from the jail. You support that?
People should not be arrested. People should not be arrested when the charges are not proven against them. See, Mr.
Not be been arrested. They should be.
Mr.
No, hold on.
Satya Prakash,
They
no,
should remain free to influence the witness. They should remain free.
I wasn't interjecting your party spokesperson. I wasn't interjecting your party spokesperson.
Destroy the evidence. Powerful people
Navika,
sitting on ministerial berth as per you.
Mr. Bhatia had a long monologue.
Free. Wow, great.
Sir, the BJP spokesperson has already had a monologue. Let me please complete my point. The point that I'm trying to make is that you raise the India Against Corruption movement and how Kejriwal used to say that the people should resign government.
So 1 minute. No, Nikhil Jain, I have another question. Forget corruption.
Why should I forget corruption?
1 minute, सवाल तो पूछ लूं. ये कैसा लॉयर है भाई? सवाल सुनता नहीं है, पहले से चढ़ जाता है. 1 minute. I'm asking you, there is a rape charge against somebody. You are saying that till the rape charge is proved, people should not be arrested.
Should I answer this? Navika, they should be investigated. Police remand is fine, but to keep on people in jail...
Police remand is fine.
You are making laughable
Navika, you can't cut me off in the middle of a sentence.
May I get a chance to give complete light on this? May I get a chance?
The point is, the courts time and again in this country have held that jail is the exception, bail is the rule.
True.
Right? You cannot have people be put in jail for months and months as under trials without any offense against them has been proven. Priyanka Kakkad is giving the example of Satyendra Jain. We've also seen what happened in the 2G scam, coal scam, and all those scams in India against corruption.
Your government put those people in jail. I mean, just for the record, A. Raja was put in jail when the UPA government was there.
And for the record, and for the record, let me make it clear that the investigative agencies at that point of time were foolish enough to cave in under the political pressure of the BJP. And act against people who had nothing to do with it. That is what the courts have held. That is what the courts have held.
The government at that time, what adjective will you use for the government at that time? You know, now we are getting into rhetoric. Now we are going away from logic and facts.
10 seconds to make the main point that I was making practically.
Itna piche nahi hota.
You have interjected me 10 times, Navika. The practical point is, no chief minister is going to ask his police to lodge an FIR against himself and then put him behind bars for a month, or do that, do that to a minister of his. Sir, practical point बोल रहा हूँ. Practical point बोल रहा हूँ. आप मुझे एक instance बता दीजिए पिछले 10 साल में किसी भी पार्टी, forget the BJP, forget the Congress, RJD, JDU, in the past 10 years, no CM has ever put himself in jail or any of his ministers in jail. The Prime Minister has not put himself in jail or any of his cabinet ministers in jail. I'll tell you what is going to happen practically. Practically, the ED and CBI are going to make charges against CMs where the governments are not run by the BJP. And they'll be thrown behind bars in a draconian provision that says you will get bail only when you come and prove in the court that you have not done the offense. That turns criminal jurisprudence on its head. But that is a law we somehow have.
And meanwhile, the courts will stay on vacation. There will be no vacation benches. What are you talking? Gaurav
Bhatia is talking. Priyanka Kakkad is talking. Everyone, why are we brought up here?
If you don't सवाल का जवाब लूं, okay, आप भी सवाल पूछ लीजिए दोनों का इकट्ठे ले लें. I have no problem. I was trying to get an answer.
Because you asked that if a minister or someone is charged with rape cases, shouldn't be they put behind bars or shouldn't their position be taken away? Wait a moment, she asked that question. I would like to remind you, 28 of cabinet ministers, not the ministers under Modi 3.0 are charged with these sort of offences. 28 from 72. Not only this, I would like to quote George Orwell today. Because Orwell said in Animal Farm, so all animals are equal because some are more equal, but some are more equal than the others. So here, PM Modi and his cabinet ministers and all his NDA partners are going to be more equal than him. And this bill is a dynamite on the constitution. I say so because it not only talks about that people will be put behind bars, it also says that those who detained will have to vacate their positions. So how could this be constitutional? Because again, Congress spokesperson said...
Ma'am, I only have one point. If it is 30 days of consecutive time in jail, nobody can put anybody behind bars for 30 days without the courts intervening. The courts will come into play.
High Court, Supreme Court, it is going to be more than 30 days, definitely. Definitely. And not only this, I am warning you, Satishji, here, sitting here, and that is a very serious warning. That is 70,000 plus crores of CAG corruption, भ्रष्टाचार मिल गया है बिहार में. CAG has only found it out कि आपके ministers ने बहुत सारा खर्च कर दिया, लेकिन बिल एक भी नहीं दिया. सबसे पहले इस्तेमाल आप ही पर करेंगे. ध्यान रखिएगा.
शुभ चिंतक. Now from being in the opposition in Bihar, ये आपके शुभ चिंतक हो गए. इनको आपकी बड़ी चिंता हो गई है बिहार में. नीतीश जी की बड़ी चिंता आज हो गई है.
Nitish is a man of probity, and transparency and committed to good governance. You are very new in politics, so I just gave you information. It happened once. Previous time as well, that second bill was not submitted.
That's why I'm more
giving you information. Please listen to me.
I'm on the right side. That's why I'm more actually. You need to understand.
You are a Karl Marx of our
understand.
time. Don't worry, I understand you. You may be something great.
Fatima
I don't
Sheikh,
have doubt regarding that.
Jyotiba.
But I am trying to enlighten you that such thing has happened in previous previous government as well. Certain times, sometimes we don't submit the bill and submit. This is not the debate now on CAG.
1 minute.
Because I am giving you some information. Because
Why are you so worried about Nitish Kumar and the JDU today?
I am worried about
You just don't worry. Don't worry about all.
Okay, all right. Please respond.
I have to come to a point when Supreme Court in an Association of Democratic Reforms petition decided that the convicted people more than 2 years will not be the member of parliament or member of any legislation. And Rahul Gandhi torn out that ordinance in a press conference. He practically didn't physically torn out, but said so, it should be torn out. It is nonsense. The same Rahul Gandhi now opposing this bill. Why? There must be a Lakshman Rekha. That if a person of a public life, come on यार ये तो बोलने नहीं ये बीच में क्या है ये क्या है
Priyanka ji, you know, I will give you time to counter. Please allow him to make his point.
I'm just giving you my logic that there must be a Lakshman Rekha for a personal life. If you are being illicit for a corruption charge or any charge which attracts at least 5-year imprisonment, and if you go for 30 days jail and you don't get quash of the FIR or quashing of the case, you have to resign. I respect Lalu Yadav resigned prior to going to jail. Jayalalitha resigned. You know, Hemant Soren resigned.
Himanta Biswa Sharma.
No, everybody resigned. Who was I'm coming to. He was not in jail. Okay, he was not. Second point, he was not in jail. Hemant Biswa Sharma was not.
He was not when the allegation was Priyanka ji, you are mixing up the facts and I will not allow that over here. Please, Google search, you know, don't put up.
He was not in jail.
Just play this.
नाविका जी, I have respect for the यार ये बात करने नहीं दे रहे हो, ये क्या तरीका है? तमाशा करना है तो पानी है मेरे हाथ में, उछाल देंगे डिबेट में।
Okay, let's not threaten each other.
अगर आपको डिबेट में तमाशा करना है तो मैं ज्यादा कर सकता हूं फिर।
1 minute.
मैं छात्र आंदोलन की राजनीति से निकला हूं फिर। आपको कह रहे 2 मिनट बोलने दीजिए, आप खूब अच्छे से अपनी बात रखिएगा। मेरा कहना है, इफ यू आर ए पर्सन ऑफ पब्लिक लाइफ, यू मस्ट प्रूव probity in public life, in political discourse. If you are alleged with any kind of corruption charge or any charge which attracts 5-year imprisonment and more than, if you are going behind bar, you cannot run that ministerial berth from jail. Do you allow that this government will function from jail? Is it possible that a minister can function from jail? How can you run the government then?
All
you have to
this bill
and then
does.
you come.
1 minute. All this bill does, Priyanka
there
ji.
must be Lakshman Rekha, and this will create more deterrent against corruption.
Nitish Kumar is not mentally fit to run the government.
Yeah, please.
You are talking about Lakshman Rekha.
Come on.
Is Nitish Kumar mentally fit to run the government?
Are we now going to decide mental fitness here if we cannot decide corruption? Ab dekhiye. 1 minute. I'm not getting into that debate, Priyanka Bharti ji. 1 minute. I'm throwing this question. I'm throwing this question.
आपको राजनीतिक जीवन में एक शुचिता स्थापित करने के लिए इस बिल की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि भारत में कई ऐसे लोग हुए जैसे अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, जो जेल से दिल्ली की सरकार चलाना चाहते थे। वो जनता के प्रति जवाबदेह हैं। जनता क्या जेल पहुंच जाएगी अपने मुख्यमंत्री जी? ये काम है, ऐसा होगा।
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask, I'm sorry, there are other people and they are part of your alliance. Satyendra ji, Satya Prakash ji, may I? Let me get in Salim Dharnidharan. Salim Dharnidharan, in the case of Mr. Senthil Balaji, you heard what the Supreme Court said. And the Supreme Court gave him bail. He remained a minister till the Supreme Court stepped in. And he was given bail. And he was appointed a minister once again within 2 days of getting bail. And the Supreme Court had to say that this cannot become a precedent, otherwise we will cancel the bail, and only then the resignation came. I can quote enough number of evidences. Yes, the CBI and the ED have been whipped in several cases in the Supreme Court. In other cases, the Supreme Court has mentioned that probity and morality is the domain of leaders. He said, the Supreme Court said that to Kejriwal on Satyendra Jain, when Satyendra Jain was in jail. And Priyanka Kakkarji, may I just correct you, in the PWD case, he was never arrested. He was arrested only in the PMLA case and the DA case. The PWD case, where the closure report has been given to the courts, there was no arrest according to what my research tells me. I'll come back to you, but Salim Dharnidharan, this is about cleanup of the entire political class so that people have more trust and more respect for politicians. How can you fight that?
BJP has to be wiped out.
Class. Cleanup of the opposition class.
Salim Dharnidharan, please, all other faders down.
So Navika, can I just come in? Yes. And I waited for 35. Yes, I have waited patiently for 35 minutes, so I'll be given sufficient time and not be interrupted. Of course, I can answer back to your questions later. See, if the bill, if actually was intended to obliterate corruption, my party and me, myself, would have been the first people to say yes to this bill and to encourage this bill. But the point is, we have this one dragon called Enforcement Directorate, which is acting like the arm of the BJP party, like one of the wings or the chief electoral campaigner of the BJP party. What has the Supreme Court said about ED? So the point is, ED can arrest anyone and put them behind bars for inordinate amount of time. Supreme Court has clearly said ED has been weaponized for political purpose. 195 opposition leaders have been put behind bars by ED for more than 31 days, but only 2 have been convicted. The conviction rate of ED in the last 10 years is less than 0.1%. But because it comes under money bill and not police bill, they can inordinately put anyone in bar. So in such a scenario, the only fear is that what if ED will arrest honest politicians and put them behind bars for 31 days and remove them from their position, destabilizing the government. That is the major concern here. Both that has to be differentiated. And again, I will have to tell you, there is one BJP union minister called Nishit Pramanik. He has 14 criminal cases, including murder and what? Robbery in a jewelry shop. He still continues as a union minister. This is BJP for you.
Gaurav Bhatia,
actually want to obliterate corruption.
Gaurav Bhatia, 2 questions. One on the draconian ED clauses and the ED. Second, are you doing it only to clean up the opposition and not your own ministers?
Can I just add one more point? Can I add one more point?
Salim, this is not a BA exam. That your questionnaire will have 20 questions. This is a debate. So let Gaurav Bhatia respond to your question.
No, I need to respond.
No, you asked a question.
So thank you. One by one, I endeavor to respond. You know, a question that every citizen of country is asking is, you know, just a few months back, when Arvind Kejriwal was behind bars and he was not resigning, the Delhi chief of the Congress party, Navika, demanded Arvind Kejriwal's resignation, saying that probity demanded that Arvind Kejriwal should resign. Now, what has changed that Congress party has taken a U-turn is something that makes everyone curious. Is it the hatred for Narendra Modi ji? Or is it the glue of corruption that keeps Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal and Lalu Prasad Yadav together? Second, there was an argument being raised of double jeopardy, and Nikhil is a young, bright lawyer. I would like to tell Nikhil that you must be aware, government employees, if they are detained for more than 48 hours, there is a deemed suspension. Now, double jeopardy would not apply there and double jeopardy would not even apply here. So remember that argument is fallacious. And if you feel there is something wrong with the law, it is unconstitutional, violative of Article 20. Why don't you move the court when the law is enacted? You have that remedy. Please move the court and the court will declare it to be unconstitutional. Third, misuse of law. For 30 days, if somebody is behind bars, there are enough remedies like quashing of the charge and the FIR itself, where there would be a stay of arrest in the interim. 1. 2. Bail will be granted either by the Sessions Court or the High Court or the Supreme Court. Once bail is granted, this, can I complete my point? I might be very wrong. I know you are intellectually very superior, but wait for your turn. This habit of you are wrong is not the way to debate. I made my points. I'm trying to address the issues you guys raised. Third, I want to also, in the case of Mr. Senthil, such a shameless party, such a shameless minister, he did not resign. And you very rightly said, Navika, this is what the bench of the Supreme Court observed. It said you had to make a choice between the post and freedom. We will not tolerate this conduct. We are giving a choice, freedom or post. What signals are we sending? This is what the court remarked.
No, can I come in and answer here?
This is time to introspect as well. And these parties, completely corrupt, they try to blame the ED, but they forget 14 political parties, Navika, moved the Supreme Court.
The only corrupt
they wanted
BJP.
To get relief from the court. Their petition
but they didn't get the relief. Fair point, Gaurav Bhatia. But let me get in Tushar Gupta. Now, Tushar Gupta, 193 political cases, 2 convictions in the ED. So, Tushar Gupta, is the ED's record something that is bothering the opposition?
Wait, let me answer that as well.
Good evening,
96% is the conviction rate of ED, Navika. Navika, let me answer that. Please, since you've raised it,
cases to
the
court,
viewers need to
and
know.
then they get a
96%
96%
is the conviction rate. And once a charge sheet is filed, then it is between the court and the prosecutor. The government or the ED will have nothing to do with it. The judicial proceedings are actually dictated by the court. And that is the reality.
Well, Tushar Gupta, are you convinced that the Enforcement Directorate, the CBI, is not penalizing and targeting opposition leaders? Because that seems to be every opposition party's biggest grouse.
Also the Supreme Court. Good evening, Navika. You know, it's rather unfortunate that in a bill that is not more than 1,000 words, people have not bothered to read through the technicalities and are just jumping the gun. But before that, a fact check for the RJD spokesperson. She said, and since we were discussing the example of a rape case, she said there are 28 odd ministers in the Modi cabinet in 3.0 who are under charges for such crimes. Not a single minister is charged under IPC 376. Now, coming back to the main point. Look, the minister or the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister, as per listed in the bill, even if they are asked to step down from their post, they do not stop becoming MPs and MLAs. Point number 1. So there is no threat to the government.
That is not a
Number 2, they cannot
person.
be jailed for any frivolous offences because this law only kicks in when the sentence for that crime is more than 5 years. Number 3, politicians in India, when it comes to Article 14, are the unequals amongst the equals. They have access to the Supreme Court. They have access to the most distinguished legal lobby in the country. They can actually skip 9 ED summons, which a common man cannot. And therefore, let's understand here that if you're telling me that a politician can be arrested for a frivolous offense, jailed for 30 days, and you would have no a legal hearing in the Supreme Court, I refuse to believe that. We've seen how that plays out across parties. And point number 4, just a year ago, when Arvind Kejriwal was being jailed in March 2024, people asked, and we were on this debate with you, asking if Kejriwal would resign. And then the same spokesperson said there is no constitutional provision that makes it mandatory for him to resign. In fact, at that point, it was a hue and cry, almost a revolution of sorts, that Delhi would be run from jail. We are going to work from Tihar. The administration will not suffer and all that. Today, we have a constitutional amendment bill that changes that. We have seen that for 160 odd days, barring the 2 weeks when Arvind Kejriwal was out for Lok Sabha campaigning, for 160 days, he was behind bars. He did not resign as the chief minister. Then he comes out and within 48 hours in September, he resigns as the chief minister. Why? Because मुझे जनता के पास जाना है. जनता के पास नहीं, 6 महीने में दिल्ली के election थे. But again, that was his constitutional right to do so. Resign as per his convenience. But Navika, the governance cannot suffer. And this is why this bill is very, very important. It doesn't tackle in frivolous
exactly my
offenses
point. For people who are governed by governments, it's important for them that they have a governance model where ministers and representatives who have been elected by the people of India rule and govern, not from jail, but to solve the problems of the people. When that stopped happening, when examples came before the people of India where governments were being run from jail, of course this question came up. And now, when that is being sorted, and it hasn't been done in a dictator model, it has gone to a joint committee of the parliament. Even then, Gestapo ho jayega, police state ho jayega, dictatorship ho gayi, Hitler has been remembered today. But we did a survey. Bills to bar jail se sarkar, should they be opposed? Yes, say 35%, but no, say 61% of the people. Can't say 4%. Majority of the people believe that jail se sarkar nahi chal sakti. And that really is the demand of the public. We leave it at that for today. If the public really wants this, the big question is, are governments being elected to work for the people, or are they being elected for their political slugfest? That is the question that we are asking tonight, and that is the question people of India are asking. Okay, serious crimes.
Like attempt to murder, crimes against women.
So
I talked about union ministers.
Well, we still have a research paper going on. Nobody is willing to clean up the system here, and that is what we really are learning from this debate. We'll end it there. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1.